This was a huge failure for the Israeli intelligence, all the forces involved.
As soon as I saw a video of people of Hamas riding in a pickup truck through Sderot, I knew that we had a problem. Yeah. That had never ever happened before.
The smoke coming from Gaza. Goodness.
The hate of us, of the Jewish people, is something that we don't understand never.
And as soon as it was packed with cars, they just came and started shooting all the cars. Dang. Killing all the people.
Okay guys, I'm here with Emmanuel. We are in Ashdod, like the outskirts of Ashdod. Where are we? Ganyavne. Regardless, we're going to the Gaza border. We're going to the site of the festival, the music festival, like the war zone. I mean, I don't even know to call it a war zone. The site of the massacre.
Wow.
So we're gonna get some footage and cover that. I know it's something that I personally need to see. There's so much misinformation about, was it real? Did it actually happen? Is it a myth? I mean, just stupid, idiotic stuff. So I think it's important for me to actually go there. You know, being blessed to be in a position where I can actually go there is really important. So yeah.
So we are right now on the line of Ashkelon, and we are getting southern and southern. Some tourists arrived here, not a lot of them. Most of them are more in the southern part. So we're gonna drive there. We're driving there right now as we speak. But even like after October 7th, this road that we are on, 232, it had like some still terrorists hiding in the bushes. And like October 7th, if you would drive here, bro, it was crazy. You could like get shot, that your car could be pulled over. So basically, if you continue going south, more and more south, there are some spots where it's like tourists waited for cars like us. Imagine yourself, October 7th, driving down, not knowing what would happen, and then having like a line of terrorists blocking this narrow road. It's like game over, bro. And this is another bomb shelter. Terrorists already killed people inside of hiding from the rockets. They didn't know that there were terrorists coming, raving inside the bomb shelter, killing everybody. Or like some of the places. Another one on our left. Look at the smoke coming from Gaza. Goodness. The terrorists were coming, so they just entered the bomb shelter hoping, and then they had a game where terrorists would drop a grenade inside, and people like me, like you, will hold their grenade, take it, drop it out, and that's how like they will continue playing with the terrorists, because the terrorists were a little bit afraid of somebody inside waiting for them, ready to shoot them. So they would throw a grenade. One guy, a few people I've seen lost their hands
because they were trying to throw it back.
Yeah, and they managed to save some time.
Yeah.
They have some videos, but and then another one. Wow, man! Look at the smoke.
That's from Gaza.
Northern Gaza. Military vehicles right here.
They're getting ready for the
Invasion
of Rafah.
Of Rafah. Maybe.
After our trip to the Gaza border, we checked the news and actually realized that Hamas had retaken the northern part of Gaza, so we're actually really close to an active war zone.
This is the location of the festival. How many people were here?
Like thousands.
Thousands, yeah. It was a huge festival.
I mean, like Israel is a small country. I knew some people that were here. Basically.
Yeah, a lot of people, especially in Tel Aviv, they knew a lot of the people that were here. A lot of the people that, you know, you at least knew somebody that knew somebody, you know, so it's very sad.
Damn, this is way more than I thought.
You don't understand numbers. I couldn't see them.
Yeah, definitely.
And this is like only for the party, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine like everybody else, you know.
Goodness.
Beautiful.
Bro,
beautiful people.
She's my age. She's younger than me.
So many.
So first thing I will say is I underestimated the sheer volume of people that were here and that died from this. There's a lot of people here, a lot more than clips I've seen online. If you guys want to see maybe a little, I don't want to record people too much. Obviously this is a sensitive time, sensitive era, but yeah, it's a lot of people.
A lot of the people that were not murdered here were kidnapped actually, and are still held captive in Gaza. It's been more than half a year already, and they are still there. We don't know what is their condition. More like right now, there are 133 people. They claim that most of them are dead, but this is crazy, guys. Having people that are still there.
I mean, it's also civilians that took them in. If you saw any of the clips in the videos,
it's great. Yeah.
So it's not like an organized. Not that kidnapping should ever be organized, but it's not like a organized militia that has, is keeping track of these people. We're here with our friend
Israel.
He has an interesting story about what happened while October 7th happened. It's good to share these stories because unfortunately there's already misinformation about and conspiracies going around. So we have to make sure we let people know kind of where they were, what happened. And what's your story?
I grew up in the U.S., but I served here in the IDF. I was a paratrooper. And at the moment, though, I'm temporarily living in the U.S., but I was back here over the holiday of Sukkot. But then I ended up going to India for right before, like around October 4th, in order to, to travel a bit. And there was a girl there I kind of liked that I wanted to meet, who I ended up marrying.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah, we just got married 3 weeks ago. And then October 7th went down, and we were 3 hours ahead, so we kind of knew right when it was going down that something was happening.
Okay.
We were in the Chabad over there in the Himalayan mountains, and everyone was going crazy because all their family and friends were calling from Israel. So once I saw videos that were playing, I immediately, I had to go. I went and booked a flight to get back to Israel. And the problem was...
I have a question. How did you know, something was different, or, this wasn't just, how did you know this was different than anything else you'd seen before?
So at first I was like, okay, another terrorist attack, okay, that sucks, but whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of normal,
sadly. Then everybody was, and all the Israelis, we were in the area with a lot of Israeli tourists, were freaking out. And then I saw, I keep the Chag, but I went and got one of the Indian people to open their phone. I said, okay, go to Ynet and scroll. And as soon as I saw a video of people of Hamas riding in a pickup truck through Sderot, I knew that we had a problem.
Yeah, that's exactly the same with me. That's crazy.
That had never, ever happened before. So I ended up booking a flight. In order to make it back, I had to ride a motorcycle straight without stopping for 7 hours, and then take a 5-hour Uber. And my now wife, she was worried I'd get distracted, so she rode on the back with me the whole time. And actually on the way back, while I was they canceled my first flight because Turkish Airlines just canceled flights. I had to book a separate flight to Istanbul and then a different flight from Istanbul to Israel. On the way back, while I was in the airport in Istanbul, I found that a friend of mine who had done basic training with had been killed in Beirut. Yeah, and I was able to come here. I was able to do some guard duty and help out and bring a lot of gear. And here we are. This is a meaningful thing for me to be able to come back and see where it all went down.
Cool, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. So, what is this, Emmanuel?
It's like kind of a shelter.
This is kind of a makeshift.
Exactly.
This is a bigger one though, right, than the usual ones.
So usually places where you don't have a solid bomb shelter, you're gonna have this kind of.
This is probably cheaper.
Yeah, and it's just a truck comes, it can carry, it's drop this, and as soon as you hear siren coming or anything, you just rush in. When they heard the sirens, they thought, oh, that's it, we just go find.
Yeah, till it's.
And here in this area, you have 10 seconds to find shelter. In Tel Aviv, you have 1 minute and a half.
Yeah.
Here, you have 10 seconds, so you gotta run, and then. Not only that, from the sky, you can show the sky that direction, They came with paratroopers.
Yeah.
Just landed here, running like motorcycles, started killing people. It was crazy.
That is a big L though.
Like the fact that paratroopers were like the kryptonite of the wall. It's like embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I guess the
Actually,
defense person that is in charge of this area
Yeah.
stepped down.
This was a huge failure for the Israeli intelligence, all the forces involved. After this, bro, after living in Israel for all of my life, I don't trust military or feel safe, or I mean, like, I feel safe because I mean, got bombs in hand, but like I don't feel safe in terms of military wise, or if somebody wants to get me.
Yeah, I mean, I feel safe, but also I lived in Los Angeles, which is like, I feel way safer here, even with the war.
Bro, if you compare those,
Have you been to Los Angeles?
I know, yeah, I've been to Los Angeles.
Personal safety is different than military safety.
Yeah, that's true. It's different.
Yeah.
Personal safety here in Israel, you can go wherever you want.
Like I see
whenever
little
you
kids
want.
walking to school. Can you, if you're in America and you're watching this, can you honestly say you're comfortable every single day sending your 4-year-old to walk to school by himself?
This is what I did when I was 4-year-old.
Yeah, in America,
Like,
there's too many weirdos.
I mean, like, I've been to Chicago like a month ago. It was more scary than being here.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah, let's go in here.
So this one was, she said, I don't know if I trust her. She said this one was brought here after the war started. And that means probably when the war was happening, there was no really a place to
Reliable.
Because this is like, just like out of the wilderness, having a party, you know, just parties that are out of the wilderness, vibe, like nature parties, where you just go, a lot of drunks involved. So this is where they did.
And I assume the people that are running this are more liberal, and they're like, oh, everything's fine,
Sure,
we want
yeah.
peace.
Like the
So they're-
hippies,
Yeah,
hippies era.
yeah.
Vibe.
This is their kids that were here. I mean, one of the issues is you have a lot of families that want their people back that are stuck in Gaza. You don't know whether these people are alive. You don't know whether these people are, are injured or even mentally, there altogether. But how do you get them out while also not giving up the house for concessions in a war, right? What do you do? And there's been a lot of attempts at making a deal to release the hostages, but Hamas keeps declining. They rationalize it in many ways. Oh, we don't want to give this up. Oh, we want, a crazy ask. That's the issue with negotiations. You can just make a crazy offer and then just make it seem like the other person's not willing to play ball. So, how do you reconcile that? What do you do? What's the next move? This is the Gaza border. And then we're here, this is the festival. What's the kilometers it says
Like
right
5 kilometers.
What does it say that?
It's
For
like
this?
It's 5 kilometers from the Gaza border to the
To where we are right now?
it's like parking, rain parking. It's like where the party
What is this,
happens.
where we are?
And that gives you like more picture of like this is where the dance hall was, the center dance hall. This is where the big bar was. This is where ambulances were. It's like where security was, where the police was. Of course, so many people came, so it wasn't really helpful.
Yeah.
But it's like where the
What is this?
this is parking lot. So
Oh,
where
I see.
people park their car. So people, when the tourists came, so people ran from here to their cars, and then when they go to the cars and get out and get up here, this roads
Dang.
were blocked. So many cars, and one police actually, the terrorists. Let's say that's this way. So people were driving when they get on this road 232, what I was mentioning, and when they got here, they saw a police border. Well, like police people stopping cars from driving. So many cars were stopped, and then turned out those police officers were terrorists. And as soon as it was packed with cars, They just came and started shooting all the cars,
Dang.
killing all the people.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's pretty dark.
It seems like they were prepared for this party.
Now I know why we bombed
So
the crap out of Gaza.
Hamas were prepared for this. They knew where to come from, how to catch people, what to do, some scams, and they maximize.
But they don't kill civilians.
No, they don't.
I'm from America. My Hebrew's not good yet. Sorry. He can. Oh, I know. This is beautiful, though. Whoever painted this,
Yeah.
that's so hard. Murals, I feel like, are so hard. Yeah, this isn't a lot of people. So we just drove out, maybe what, from the festival. We drove up north, maybe. How many minutes do you think? Like 5 minutes up north.
Yeah.
And a lot of these bomb shelters, they're pretty common here. Every bus station has one, like close to Gaza, I would say. This isn't as common in when you get closer inland. Like it's not as many bomb shelters, I would say, but there's still some periodically.
But why you have so many bomb shelters here is
Because it's close to the border.
Exactly.
Yeah. From Los Angeles area, like Orange County.
I have family in
What part?
New Jersey, Miami,
Oh, okay.
Philadelphia.
Oh, a lot of Israelis, Miami, New York, Los Angeles, Israelis. A lot.
ממש מפחיד, ראית בהתחלה שם? לא, עדיין לא נכנס, שם בהתחלה הייתה
Can I interview you? Is it okay for my YouTube?
My English is not perfect.
Your English is good. You made it worse just now. You're trying to hide. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm here. We just popped in with my new friend. What's your name?
Sima.
Sima. Okay, and what brought you? What made you want to come out here?
It's very sad. I see a lot of photos and ברח לי המילה סרטונים. Videos.
You got a translator.
And I wanna take this is my nephew's.
Okay.
So I want to bring him here to see what happened to us. It's so sad.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that they say certain things like, in America, because a lot of the people that follow me, they're in America, right? So they don't know, they don't see it like we see it here. What would you say for the people that say, oh, it's not that big of a deal, the media is making it a bigger deal? What would you say to them?
It's so big deal. It's a lot of young people and old people and babies and children and they kill us about nothing. It's just because we are Jewish. It's the hate of us, it's of the Jewish people, it's something that we don't understand never. And we don't hate no one. Live there, we live here, and everything is gonna be okay.
Yeah, I like that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
והקדוש ברוך